Hey guys, we're gonna bring Pat in here too. Pat, you gotta see this basement.
All right, man. I'm really excited about this one.
It's been a while.
So I remember the design very well. It doesn't look like much change from the design.
No, the stuff could stay consistent, and we just kind of messed with the overall fit and finish. But the design was perfect when you guys came. So,
yeah, I mean, we kept the bathroom here. We got the mudroom bench, and bathroom came out fantastic.
Yeah, beautiful tile. The homeowners have great taste, so it really turned out, exponentially better than we thought it would.
Unbelievable. I actually like the two-tone with the tile that changes, like wainscoting type of thing.
Yeah, and the
shower looks fantastic. Look at this, man.
Yeah, all custom work. A lot of people would work with Sebastian. These guys did a great job. Countertops are amazing too. I mean, it just looks great with the black and white contrast.
Yeah, so many things stick out to me here. I love the panel-ready appliances, the single countertop, which we see a lot of people are going with this nowadays.
Yep.
More family-oriented. I mean, look at the size of this right here. We got like 9 foot by 5 foot. I mean, for entertaining, putting out food, sitting, playing cards, board games.
Yeah, and it's also nice too, the height difference, lets you see what you really want to see, which is the bar, and not covered up by another 10 inches. So
yeah, and I like the fact that it's counter height, not cabinet, not bar height.
Yeah.
So this is 36, which is matches here, where the other height would be 42. We got everything panel ready, appliances.
Panel ready dishwasher, panel ready fridge, microwave.
It's a great touch here too, because this is very symmetrical to the refrigerator. And they have the opportunity, it looks like here, to close this in as well.
Yeah, they wanted to be able to, hide it when the kids are
Match
down,
that.
and ultimately kind of create some kind of symmetry with the right and the left side. It's not easy to do, but it turned out really well.
Beautiful light fixture.
This is actually a TV, which is great in the bar area. They didn't want to have it on the back wall, which is actually a great look to have it on the side as well. They could display their liquor instead.
I love that idea so much, where if it was a traditional bar, you'd almost be forced to put it there.
Yeah.
Because it would be awkward, but because of the way this is set up, I think it's obviously fantastic.
Yeah.
And what's really cool is it just complements this whole wine cellar, which is in between the bar and the TV area.
Yeah, it ties it in really nicely, and creates a nice little space here that we had to use it. It's all temperature controlled, so it's fully capable of not only storage but collecting, and the LED and the millwork just looks amazing.
And then we had this whole recess in the house itself, so created this notch obviously for the wine cellar, and then this area for the TV as well.
Just balance it and bring the couch away from the bar, which is nice as well.
One of the things we can't ignore either, the fact that there was ductwork, it was stacked up on one side,
right, and
then we moved it to create this giant tray ceiling.
Yeah, it's such an underrated part of our process that people are kind of surprised by when we start out the basements, of how we do recommend it, and sometimes it's tough for them to see or visualize how it will make a difference. But this is what you get by doing it. It's really these kind of statements that you have in the main area of having a tray ceiling, lighting, and all that.
I know it's extra money, and this is a brand new house, right? So you're very apprehensive to go, what do you mean I want to move my ductwork? The house is a month old, but this is the difference that you get when you do stuff like that.
Yeah, it creates a feeling of not being a basement when you have these type of features.
Totally. So before we get to one of the best rooms in the basement, let's go to the gym over here, Danny, if you want to bring him in there real fast.
Yeah, so this is nice because it's kind of tucked away. It's on the side, but you can still see it through these glass doors from the main entrance. But ultimately, it's fully functional. It's not a large gym, but it's enough for what they needed. They have mirrors, LED lighting, which we don't do in a lot of them, but it looks great here. And then we have a door to the storage room as well on the side. But it's kind of nice because it's in its own private space. It doesn't disrupt the main part of the basement, but it still looks great on its own.
If you notice here too, at the staircase, one side is open because we had to create a room, so we couldn't open that side. I think there's also a column there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was
a
couple feet down.
So it would have been kind of awkward anyhow. Yeah. But let's get to the best part of this basement. I shouldn't even say that because there's so many elements in this basement that I really do love. But you can see here we got this beautiful built-in wall unit right here with the bench in the middle. But Danny gets all the credit for this. Came up with an innovative, brand new idea, something that we've never done before. You've seen us turn these bookshelves into bookshelf doors. Problem with bookshelf doors is when they're open, they take up a lot of space. So in this case, this guy came up with this genius idea here of making a sliding bookcase door going into a hidden movie theater, which is absolutely amazing. You gotta check this out. How incredible is this room right here? So really cool. We have a little less on the width right here, but we have 3 rows. My favorite way to set up any movie theater, right? With the couch on the first level, and then the theater chairs, and then of course we have the bar. So they have it all.
Yeah, they have a lot. They have 15 people in here, which is pretty good for the size space that they have. And it doesn't feel tight, it doesn't feel cramped, it feels perfect for the size. So.
Yeah, we had a couple columns right here, so that's why this wall had to go here, and we couldn't get a 4th seat wide. Not needed, by the way.
Yeah.
So what we did though is in between the columns, there was a column right here. We recessed in this concession stand. Another unique feature that I just learned about today, I don't believe we've ever done this before, is these glass front drawers, but they're done a little different because the glass comes all the way to the top, really highlighting like more of the product and less frame.
Yeah, it's easier to definitely see what you're looking at, and the doors are a nice feature too, because they're not all stacked on top of each other and disorganized. You can reach into the level that you want easily. So.
I could not agree more. Probably the nicest one I've seen, because we've done it with glass tops and glass doors, and but this is actually really good. We're very fortunate. Homeowners were great to work with, and also had great taste, so that always helps a lot, picking things out and going through details, and quite honestly trusting us and trusting the process. If you turn right here and just look even at the details, we got the subtleness of this flat paint, and then we have the high gloss paint mixed with the gold. So all these elements, sometimes for homeowners, they're like, oh my god, what are you talking about? But then when you see it come together, and Brooke does just an amazing job like picking us out and helping them. So it really comes down to the same thing we keep saying. Just trust the process.
The teamwork and the process. We have your best interests involved always, and we want it to turn out just as good as this.
Yeah, it's always about you guys. If we're advising you on something, we promise you it's because we want it to be better, not to be easier. Quite often we make it much harder on ourselves.
Too often.
Isn't it true?
But it's our big mouths and just honesty, but that's what we want. We want to make it those types of things that are special for you and for the next person.
Well, guys, thanks for taking the tour. We got many more coming.
Yeah, thanks.